Good morning, Mohawks. This is Caitlin.
I'm Morgan with your Mohawk News Flash.
Today is Wisdom Wednesday, April 20th, 2022.
We hope everyone had a great spring break. I know I did.
And now, students, it's back to reality and back to testing season. That's
right. Next week, we'll begin our Math Ohio testing.
So again, everybody, do your best and make your math teachers proud.
Especially Miss Smith. Today for lunch we are having
hot dog, mac and cheese, celery, and applesauce. Now for some important school announcements.
Today's clubs are STEM and art. At the end of the day, you will be announced on where you go.
Next week is book fair. You will be shopping during your library time.
Also next week, the high school will be performing Mamma Mia April 28th through May 1st. It will be a very exciting performance, and tickets are available online at madisonarts.org.
Next up, we have Miss Malampy's Readers performing Jack and the Beanstalk.
Jack by Miss Malampy's Readers. Once upon a time, there was a poor boy named Jack. He lived with his mother and in a small cottage far out in the country. A mean giant lived in a castle high up in the clouds. Jack and his mother were poor because the giant had taken all their money.
Mother, we have nothing left to eat. What should we do?
You must sell our cow at the market. We can use the food to buy some food.
Jack went off to sell a cow. On the way, he met an old man.
Where are you going? I am going to the market to sell my cow. A mean giant took our money we all put and have nothing to eat. I have some magic beans to show you. You give me your cow and I'll give you the beans. They will grow overnight and you will have plenty to eat. Thank you.
Jack left the cow and went home with the beans. When he returned home, his mother was waiting.
How much money did you get for the cow?
Cut. Oh, Mother, I have something better than money. I met an old man on the road to the market. He gave me some magic beans and I gave him a cow.
Magic beans? What good are magic beans? What a fool you are, Jack.
She tossed the beans out the window into the yard. That night, Jack and his mother went to bed hungry. The next morning, Jack jumped out of bed. He dressed quickly and ran to the window. Jack couldn't believe his eyes. A tall beanstalk had grown way up into the clouds.
Mother, come quickly. The magic beans have grown overnight. Now we'll have lots of beans to eat.
Jack and his mother went outside. Jack started to climb up the beanstalk.
What are you doing, Jack? Come down, you might fall.
I want to see what's at the top. I will be back soon.
Jack climbed up into the clouds. At the top of the beanstalk, Jack saw a long road.
What's it doing? I'm scared.
This is the road to the giant's castle. I want to see his castle.
So Jack stepped off the beanstalk and followed the road to the castle. When he got there, he peeked inside. The giant was sitting at a table counting gold coins. It was the money he had taken from Jack and his mother. Before long, the giant fell asleep and began to snore quickly. Jack grabbed the sack of coins and raced off. Clink, clank, clunk went the coins, waking up the giant.
Come back here. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I will squash you with my thumb.
Jack dashed down the road as fast as lightning. He started to climb down the beanstalk. The giant roared like thunder.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I will squash you with my thumb.
Jack climbed down the beanstalk as fast as he could, but the giant was not far behind. He roared so loudly that the beanstalk shook.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I will squash you with my thumb.
Jack held tightly onto the beanstalk. When he got to the bottom, he shouted to his mother,
Mother, get the axe.
With one blow of the axe, Jack cut down the beanstalk. The beanstalk fell down, hitting the ground with a thud. The giant was never heard from again, and Jack and his mother lived happily ever after. My name is Lucas, and I was the narrator.
My name is Bentley, and I was the giant.
My name's Elena, and I was Jack's mother.
My name is Camden, and I was Jack.
My name is Tristan, and I was the old man.
Thanks, kids. That was a great story. Today's riddle is,
I'm not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water destroys me. What am I?
don't forget to write your answers down and place it in the basket outside Miss Help's room with your first and last name. Next up, we have Tylen and Lucas with today's weather and birthdays.
Today's weather will be
mostly cloudy, high of 59. Today, showers, low of 52.
Today's birthday is
Caden, Stacy, and Benny Walsh. Happy birthday. After announcements, please walk to the office for your birthday pencil.
Also remember to tell the kind cooks in the cafeteria that it's your birthday and they will give you a birthday cookie.
Now back to Morgan and Caitlin with the pledge.
Now let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, and indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next up is our inspirational video about it's never too late to try something new.
A lot of people think that it's already too late for them to succeed. I know 18-year-olds that think they're already failures. I know 25-year-olds who are already giving up hope. I know 32-year-olds who have started giving up on their dreams. And I know 45-year-olds who have already forgotten what dreaming even feels like. But the truth is, success has no deadline. According to the top 100 Forbes list, 35 years old is the most common age to start one of the top companies in the world. And in another study, out of 539 founders, the average age when starting was 40. Many of the world's most successful people don't even start working on their dreams until their 50s or 60s. At 23, Oprah had just gotten fired from her first reporting job. At 24, Stephen King was working as a janitor and living in a trailer. At 28, J.K. Rowling was a suicidal single parent living on welfare. At 30, Harrison Ford was a carpenter. Vera Wang decided to design her first wedding dress at 40. And Reed Hastings started his first Netflix stream at 47. Ray Kroc didn't stumble upon his first McDonald's until he was 51. And Morgan Freeman landed his first major movie role at 52. And the Colonel Sanders didn't even achieve success with his fried chicken until he was 62 years old. Whatever your dream is, it's never too late to achieve it. You aren't a failure because you don't have a degree at 21. You aren't a failure if you haven't started your own business at 30. You aren't a failure if you're not married at 35. You aren't a failure if you don't own your own home at 40. And you're not even a failure if you haven't figured out what you want to do with your life by the age of 50. So keep your head up and never tell yourself it's too late, you're too old, or you've missed your chance. You're on your own clock, not anyone else's. You could literally decide today, right this second, and your life could never be the same again. As George Eliot once said, it's never too late to be what you might have been.